Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall, right up there, says it's 10 p.m. on Tuesday night. I'm in the 10X Square Hotel in Belfast, the middle of the town. Picked up four people today. Two couples are from Buffalo, New York, and Connecticut. I didn't get round to finding out yet which was which. I never seen as much luggage. You swear they were going to the moon. Maybe they are. But there were 3 weeks in Wales and England, and they're going to be here 8 days. But I could have brought a trailer and I'd fill it. Just have a piano and it's packed. The boot can't see out the back window, and the three seats at the back, they were completely chocker block as well. And getting them out, well, good job we've only 2 nights here, or we have 2 nights here that we won't, and then two in two other spots that we won't be hawking them around every morning. They were tired today because they came over on the boat and they were up at 5 o'clock this morning, or half five or something. So they wanted to go straight to the hotel, no sightseeing, and they had dinner down there this evening. I went to Robinson's, and it was only half full, and they made me wait 20 minutes in the bar, and they gave me a clicker to tell me when they were ready, and the two tables that was ready for somebody to sit down were still vacant when I went back, and I sat at one of them, and then I had to wait 15 minutes before they took the order. I had to call them twice. So I won't be in a hurry going back there tomorrow evening. I thought I might, but they don't. I was going for the roast beef, but they only do it on a Sunday. Of course, I was in there before on a Sunday. So we'll have to get some other spots this evening or tomorrow evening. Just when I think of it, somebody left a message before that they knew somebody that's doing the black taxi tours. I'll put my email in the thing if somebody wants to email me if they know somebody. I might get it done in the afternoon tomorrow. If I got them out for a couple of hours on the black taxi tour, it'll give me a chance to see the races. Mickey D's always scheming. But rather than doing it in the morning, it'll work in the afternoon. We have to go to the Titanic and places like that. Stormont and City Hall, and we get them done in the morning. That'd be an idea for the afternoon. We pulled in today. I missed the first race. Looked at the video of it after. Looked like we were going to win at one point. And the last twice they met, or the Northerner beat it twice, but it didn't beat it today. And didn't even finish in the first four, finished fifth. I would have said it on the turn for home, it would have traded fairly short, you'd imagine. The second race, we were at the back of the pack the whole way around, and he ran on very well and finished seventh. Al Khalila, or Khalila, whatever you. But if he was put into the race earlier, he definitely would have probably finished at least sixth, which was a pity. There was a couple of companies paying 7, but where I put the bet on, it was only paying 6. But I can't understand he was back so far. He was last at one point. The first grade 1, our horse ran no good at all. Mystical Power proved that he's a right one. Slade Steel had every chance, so Firefox put it up to him, but I thought it was a good ride from Mystical Power from Mark Walsh. I thought if I backed him, Mark Walsh would finish second, beaten ahead. Daddy Longlegs, yeah, he was thrown in all right when you look at it. He up, I think, got 7s or 30-2 yesterday evening. Brentford Hope ran a great race under top weight. That was double figures yesterday evening. I think we finished last, did we? No, we're back to back. Total 2. Very disappointed with that run today. I don't know was it the ground or what, but it can't be that bad. This was the horse that only got the win in the steward's room the last time. Improved a good bit. We don't know, but the horse that was second is worth keeping an eye on, but Crawford hasn't had a winner in a while. Banbridge just getting up on the line. I didn't think, even to look at the ground there today, it looked worse than Yielding. They were kicking up a divot. Came Captain Guinness nearly done what he didn't do before in his life, win back-to-back races. We fell. I don't know what happened. That he never actually unseated. Horse has never fallen, but didn't complete the course twice unseated. Only had to unseat today because you had a fair chance of making the money. The way it turned out. This I thought was the best bet of the day. I regarded it, and it looked like if at the fifth last he made a bit, got in too close, made a tired sort of a jump. I said he'd be up against from here that he'd want to send him on to put pressure on Spillane's Tower, but that 3-card Bragg sort of jumped into him a couple of times. But Spillane's Tower, classy yoke. Delighted for a small trainer like Jimmy Mangan. The last race then, there was a good gamble there. That 6.5, it drifted from the 8s out to 20s, and from 20s into 14s then, and hosed up. That was the one called Cannon that beat the one that won the other bumper. There was a lot of late money for it on the strength of the other one having won today. Anyway, on to tomorrow. We're going to have a look at Ascot first. There's 3 horses here that we know a bit about. There's a grand little listed race here, a mile tomorrow. There's a lot of money this evening for Docklands. Looks to be, there's only 5 minutes, so anything can happen, but a 3-horse race according to the betting. 2 of them are rated 112. A Pictus by Kingman and Maljoom, Caravaggio. Maljoom has only ran once in nearly 2 years. That should have won the time Caribus won at, what was that? Remember that was the James's Palace, was it? Yeah, he should have won that day. We were on it at 14s and it was unlucky. But then last year, he only had the 1 run. And it was disappointing enough, but they have persisted with it. At the time, I think they said that the ground was a bit too firm, that they needed a bit of cushion. He has that tomorrow. I think it's between the 2 of them. I know Docklands hasn't been seen since he was 3rd in the Balmoral handicap. He's raised 105, so he's £7 behind them. Unless he must be showing a lot at home for Harry Eustace, Oisin Murphy on him. But I'm going to stick with Maljoom. Again, let's see if there's any future entries. Enter in the lock hinge. And then we have another horse that we've done us a couple of good turns last year. This is in the Cigarro Stakes. Coltrane was a good horse of ours a couple of years ago. True Sean, quick turn, but Sweet William was good to us last year. Now at the ratings, he's a bit to find, but he was improving at Notts, I thought, last year from a handicapper winning now for 85, 88, 95. Second to Trushan in the Doncaster Cup. Behind Trawlerman in the last time out. But I want to get a shot at him. He's entered in the Yorkshire Cup as well. Now, whether this is the prep for that or not, but Gosden's horses are on fire. I suppose someone say, well, why aren't you picking the other one so in the other race? Johnny G is going well the last 14 days. 9 wins, 9 places. That's 50% in the money. And then we have a horse that has won twice for us recently. Adday in Devon. 3-year-old sprint tomorrow. 6 furlongs. 4-1 shot there. Has won twice for us in Bath. The step up to 6 won't be any harm at all. 1/5 both times. It was going away the last year, and it was a nice little time too. 1:01, I think it was. We'll have to stick with a horse that wins twice for us. We'll see the ratings. It's It's behind a bit in the pecking order, but it is fit. That Elboden is rated 104. Jazur is rated 108. We're only rated 100, but we're getting the £3 allowance. Horse that wins twice for us, we got to stick with it. On to Punchestown. There's always plot jobs at Punchestown for this. That could be one there with Charles Burton's. The bookies are taking no chance at all. Walk Away Harry, 3-1 Fav. Bit of money there, 11s into 8s for Park of Kings. They won a couple of races for us last year. One in Roscommon, 12th September, and one again then in Punchestown. If you look at the other runs it had then, the next ones were over 2 miles, but that was a good run in the 2 mile novice handicap hurl at Christmas there at Attaboy Charlie. And then they upped it to 3. And it just got outstayed to the good class field that day at 3 mile. The 8 star in the, like just behind Panda Boy. Classy enough horses. The 2-3 might be just suitable, more suitable trip for it tomorrow. It's an each way play there at 9s and 8s and whatever, and they're paying 6 places. The next one is the 2 miles 3 hurl. I think the race to look at here is the one that Blizzard of Ours and Answer to Keith ran in Navan on the 10th of February. Answer to Keith won it, but I think the ground was the problem with Blizzard of Oz, because it ran better the last day then when it won on a bit better ground. I think you could turn around the forum winning in Leopardstown. I know the horse he only beat was 109. Black Bamboo was in it, but we backed to the last couple of tries. Now we got money out of it both times, but they were in the Coral Cup. I was saying he needed to step up and trip, and he got to the last two, but to the better class race, like 4 6s. Seldom you see that in a horse that runs so fairly well as he did. I think Blizzard of Oz might be too classy, but with 4 places there, Black Bamboo is definitely an each way bet. With 17 in it, 9-1, 8-1, or a place bet. Let's see what's in the first. No, it's not there. Forget about it. The Louis Fitzgerald Hurl. This looks to be a race for Mistergif. It was a very impressive first time out in Limerick. It was 5th and 4th in Cheltenham and Aintree. Meeting nothing of that class here. 15-8, I think, is all right. Or what do you call it, was a bit disappointing the last day. No flies on him. Mr. Giff, we're back to before, we'll stick with it. Horse now, I'm not showing any videos because a lot of these will be coming from Cheltenham, and there'll surely be a copyright claim from that shower in the Netherlands, so it'll only take me time. It'll take time to get them tweaked tonight, so I want to study for Thursday as opposed to one of that. 4:15, Dancing City, we were on it in Cheltenham. It was third, we didn't back it in Aintree, and it won. Beat Jukebox Man to step up in trip. This is 2-7.5. Step Up has improved it. Better Days Ahead was a very good winner for us. It was our nap of the day on the last day at 9-1, and it won at fives. And going up to the extra couple of furlongs won't be any harm, I think. So we'll have to stick with it. It opened up, I think, 6-1 earlier. There's a good bit of money for it, and I had no bet put on yet for tomorrow. So I have to stay with Better Days Ahead. Solid bus horse. On to the bumper. The champion bumper. Willie Mullins had one at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of the last 9 years. 9 out of the last 12. Can he repeat the dose tomorrow? He's plenty of ammo in it. The winner of the Cheltenham bumper is in it. Not a word about that William Money, and he's talked up a lot by Barry Connell. William Money. I think it was Christine that put it up a few days ago. That form was let down a couple of times since, though. I thought Romeo Coolio at a big price in Cheltenham ran a great race. He drifted out to 18-1, and they mustn't have expected him to run as well as he did. And I don't know why, but I'd rather back him tomorrow at 9-2 than favourite at 6-4. See, Harbour Highway was bought recently by JP, trying to pull the old buy and win stunt. Big race of the week then is the Punchestown Gold Cup by one of my favourite horses ever, Galopin Deschamps. So he was beaten last year by Fast or Slow. Different tactics applied this year in all his races, so he's flying it. So I'll be shouting him home. I don't know what price he is. He was 8-11, so 4-6, 8-11. I'll stick him into a double maybe with Mistergif or something like that. So I hope he does the business tomorrow. Be interested to see how Corrick Rambler runs after falling at the first in the Grand National. This is handicap chase grade 3. I think the distance the last day caught out James De Berlais, the 2 miles 5 in Aintree. He was home on holes, trading at a massive odds on in the Topham. And Arizona Carolyn nailed him late on. Back the furlong tomorrow. He's a solid old jumper. Hope I'm not putting the markers on him. So he's the selection there. And in the mares flash race, going to stick with Mullins again, but I'm going against Aurora de Vega. Staying with Fleur Au Fusil to 7th in the champion bumper. I thought it was a good run, and it beat Aurora Vega the time before, but they were saying that the ground might have been the problem with Aurora Vega, but just that Fleur Au Fusil, that was impressive enough that day at Leopardstown at the Dublin Racing Festival. So back against its own sex. That's who I'm staying with. So that's it now. Where are we here? We're over here. Now, that's my tuppence worth for tomorrow. If anyone knows anything about the Black Taxi Tour, send me a message or leave a comment to if someone has information for times or whatever. Bash the Bookies over and out.